talk to anybody at a time without leading them in prayer. So we have a volunteer. Anybody? Thank you, Brandon.
Father in heaven, thank you for the opportunity to come together here today, and thank you for the beautiful weather we've had. And thank you for ever so many blessings that we enjoy each and every day, both seen and unseen. Lord, we thank you for the opportunity we've had to come here and meet and just gather and hopefully support the gun rights, Lord. Just be with us and guide, guard, and direct us, and be with the men and women overseas and fighting for our freedom each and every day, and bring them home to their loved ones, Lord, to be your will. Lord, just guide us in our decisions at the election moving forward, and help us make the right decisions, and give our leaders the guidance, and Lord, may they come to you and guide us in making good decisions. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Work my way back this way. Maybe y'all hear me a little bit better. Y'all doing okay? Yeah. Good. I don't know if you can hear me or not. I am Rodney Pettis. I'm running for license commissioner. Got a runoff April 12th. And the primary, I carried a little over 47% of the vote. So I want to tell you thank you. I was first, I was honored and humbled by getting that much of a percent. Unfortunately, in a primary, you have to have 50% plus one vote. That's how close I was. So, unfortunately, got to run, and taxpayers' money's got to have another election. So, unfortunately, there. But anyway, as far as the runoff goes, there is a license commissioner's race. There is also the State Board of Education's race, Bonner and Newman. That one's also. So you'll have actually two on the ballot for that election there. The biggest thing that I want to really press to you is go out and vote. In a runoff, that's the biggest and the hardest thing to do, is because everybody says, that race don't mean nothing. It's just one vote. When this election, one vote wins it. That's how important it is. Okay. My experience, I've told a lot of you what I've done. I've been in security and loss prevention my whole, 20 plus years. As far as my expertise for this office, I've been managing people for over 18 years. I've been a supervisor, I've been in management, I've been doing budgets, I've been doing financing. Well, guess what that office is? Every bit of that. So anything you can do, I ask for you, if you'll go out and vote, get 5 people to go with you. If I can get those 5 people that you can bring, guess what? This election will be a breeze for me, but I can't guarantee that. I just ask for your vote. I really, really do. I want to make this office better. I want to be there full time for you. That's what you're paying for. That's what your tax dollars are paying for. Your dollars are paying for a full-time commissioner to be in that office full-time. And that's what I want to be. Hopefully you've seen the hard work that I do. That's the Pettis name. And I hope that you can see that's what we do. We carry that out, and we believe in hard work and dedication and honesty, integrity, and actually going through with it. So I'm just another line of Pettis there that hopefully will make that office better and work our way toward the future. I won't hold up any more of your time. Thank you for your time. Thank you for letting me come out again. I know I've been here 3 or 4 different times, and hey, I got my gun on me too, so hey, I'm with you. So, how many politicians y'all seen have your gun on their side? You? Because I'm scared. No. Thank you.
Does anybody have any questions for Mr. Pettis? Nobody? I'll ask him a question. question, I just want to see you squirm.
Okay.
Down there at the license office, where you go in and get your tag, given the opportunity, I know you can't just do it unilaterally, but given the opportunity, being as that's out in front of the metal detectors and everything, is there ever a chance of that thing becoming a non-gun-free zone?
Well, he's over another building.
I'm in the other building.
Which
There
has
is
no,
no
which
metal
has,
detector.
and the only reason they claim it's an annex to the courthouse is the only thing that's keeping you from going through that lobby into there. And what was wrong with just moving it back to the courthouse where you got parking instead of over where you have no parking? Well, we'll go back to about 1818 and just do away with these licenses. We won't have to come up here and get them anyhow.
Because we have no money for this.
They ain't got no money now.
I agree with you. But that is a government building. If we left up to the government, would that make that a gun-free zone?
Well,
Well,
no,
we're trying to
actually,
let you to part of the government, so.
Well, I agree. I wish everything was not a gun-free zone.
well, actually, the only reason they get by with it is they call that a courthouse annex. And that's that little word, courthouse annex, is the only thing that makes it a gun-free zone. But it should be some metal detectors up there in the guard if they actually want to play with them right.
Anybody else want to pick on him since we
You
started?
pick on me, I don't care.
I'll pick on you.
Pick on me. Is it a good thing or a bad thing?
He's been down the road from me, he's a real good friend.
He's a good friend, that's my brother.
Hey, didn't he tell you, see his brother about that 100 he owes?
There you go. Yeah, Philip is my brother. Most of you, I don't know if you know Danny. We're first cousins. His daddy and my daddy were brother. So, all those Pettises, we're kin one way or another. So, that's a good thing or a bad thing. You have to look at it how
Here in Pettis County, Alabama.
Probably, if we just sit there and connect the dots, we probably are.
Listen, my sister-in-law that lives over in Senatobia, Mississippi, came to our house to visit at Christmas. And her fiance, Carlos, get to talking. And they turn out to be cousins. I'm dead serious.
Hey, that means we're legally related to him now. What?
Cousin Carlos here is gonna tell us a little bit about.
Uncle John and Carlos are related.
We've been working on the website. It's still a work in progress. For the folks that actually been working on it, know something about that, maybe Jim,
John
computer, illiterate or whatever. Yeah. But it's still a work in progress, still building it. But you can go to Shoals Second Amendment or either AlabamaSecondAmendment.com and you can find it. Look it over for something you'd like to see it do something different than what it's doing, or something added, or an idea. Feel free to let somebody know. Also, we're going to be selling some advertising on it, pretty cheap to start with. As the traffic gets up on it, it'll be, maybe the price can go up a little more. And we will be hitting some folks up on that later on. But it's going to have a pro-gun and an anti-gun list on the site that you go to as we get it going. And at that time, we'll be needing people, anytime you go somewhere and they got a no-gun sign up, take a picture of it, send it to us with the name of the business and the picture, so that we'll have verification that it's definitely, you're not just mad at somebody, it's actually a business that's anti-gun. You go somewhere and they pro-gun, let us know that's on the list. And eventually, we hope to have that list working for the whole state of Alabama. As you travel and go back, here and there, stop in somewhere, they'll run you off with a gun, and be sure to put them on there.
You can actually start sending us that information now. You have to start to get that list up. I'm working on trying to get a spreadsheet up on there where it's more easily searchable. I figured out how to build it, I haven't figured out how to get it from Excel themselves a website just yet.
And
We're
this
working on that.
goes to mine.
But we do have the
Hey,
list
we
already
should give
up
it
on
to
the
mine.
website. And just need people to help us fill those in. Name, location.
That's a heart. That looks like babies.
Go ahead, go.
Also, it says mom.
That was it? Lord have mercy. Also, shirts. Anybody else have one? See anybody that needs one? Push the shirts. And the pockets are the best deal. It's $2 for a pocket. That's what I mean. Yeah, I mean, they were $5 if you need one, they got one. See?
Really and truly, they are the best deal because the $2 pockets actually cost us $3.
I know, so we gotta sell twice as many shirts.
Mine is very small. Hey, get off of mine. Get off of mine. Yeah, that.
Oh, shit, we ain't gonna buy no license or sell the shirts.
There's no boot on this side.
That's about all I got. Oh, good show. We're gonna be set up
Now,
not this weekend, but the next weekend at the Rocket City Gun Show. It is by Fred Oliver and BB Gun Show. Anybody wants to come check us out? Special time is time to come out. We'll let you do something. It's going to be at the National Society Conference Center.
Let me make that real simple. Brent has been real good. He's been real good about letting us have a table. We had started meeting for those tables. He knows what we're trying to do, and we're not trying to help us get gun rights. He's donated us a table wherever this goes, or wherever he has a show. He's invited us to have a table free charge. If you go to this Shoals Second Amendment website and look up on the top left corner of the home page, there's a VPI logo up there, which is Valley Productions. If you click on that, it will take you directly to his website where you can look up every gun show that he's got upcoming. If you care to set up a point, you can register at his website.
Well, mine is getting bigger.
That one's not this weekend, the following weekend, and then in the first week or two of May, there's the Muscle Shoals gun show that will also be set up at over at the State Fair. Still has to be
Wait, Daddy, Mama's got a problem out there.
I know she does. I'm sure I'll have to buy her something sparkly to make up for it.
Yeah, and you can let me sleep late the weekend after.
Oh, you'll live.
The website that we've been building, we're using a GoDaddy website with their website builder. I'm going to just kind of go through it quickly here. I won't bore everybody, but there's not much of it. We like to keep it transparent where you know if you donate money to us, or if you buy raffle tickets, or however you manage to put money into our fund, we want you to know where it goes, what it's used for, and why we use it. So, our fund has been looking a little bit interesting lately. We go do the website builder, and that cost us about $227.64. Our general fund would not support that. We want to go ahead and get the website up and going, just for the simple fact that we all know Facebook's been closing down gun buying and selling pages, even though we don't do any buying and selling on Shoals Second Amendment. Some liberal takes a whim and says, I don't like this page, they report it to Facebook. They're having a bad day, we all look up and go, where'd it go? So we worked too long and hard to get this group of people together that actually care about our freedoms, care about our rights, and just let that go away on Facebook. So we decided to go ahead and get this website up and going. John, Carlos, and I all chipped in and made a $290 deposit in order that we had the money in the general fund to cover that without going completely broke. And that leaves us with a total in the general fund of, my accountant, also known as my wife, scratched out 3 different numbers here. I believe we had $274.32. If we don't, and the IRS comes looking, it's hurt.
Yeah, Mama. Why do you have to be so rude?
Also, the t-shirts. Some of you know, some of you don't. We've been wanting to have t-shirts for this group. I've been wanting to have them since we started the group. We've been actively trying to get t-shirts done for a year now. We kicked these things back and forth around, tried to get it designed. We went in so many circles, I forget which one we circled more. We've argued over everything from designs that might be too intimidating and colors that might be too intimidating. There's some folks out there that have real standing feelings. We finally ended up with this design that we have here. A lot of you have already bought t-shirts tonight. We're making about $3 to $4 a t-shirt on these, and that money is going to go into the general fund. Again, John and Carlos and myself all decided to go in together. We paid $865 for 100 t-shirts. We set our prices based on assuming that we would be able to sell about 80% of those shirts. We knew that there'd be certain sizes that wouldn't sell. We also knew that we would be giving away some of the shirts as door prizes as part of our raffle. So as long as we can sell 80 of those 100 shirts, we should make about $400-ish on the t-shirts, and all of that money goes directly back into the general fund. That allows us to do things like when we need to buy those website buildings or update that. That's where that money comes from, when there's actually money in there to do it.
Later on, so we get some trifold printing.
Right, so we can actually start to have our literature printed up by somebody besides me. It's not the cheapest way to do it, but it's the only way we can get it done at this point. The trifolds that we've handed out, every one of them has been printed on my portable printer with casing at home. So, some of the money's been spent on ink and cardstock to do those. When we do the advertising on the website, for the first month or so, if you have a pro-gun business and you'd like to try advertising with us, we'll give you a month of advertising on that. Especially if it's a business like Dan Fox with Shot Glass Guns. He's brought door prizes. I think some of the ones we have up here that came from him. I know some came from Song Daddy over across the river. Carlos has brought some from Double O Welding. I brought some from my business, JL Woodworks and Electrical. Anything you can do to help support the group, we do appreciate. When we start to charge for that advertising, depending on how much traffic we get on this website and how much it will benefit, we're going to keep it low cost either way. Ideally, the small ads will be somewhere between $15 and $30, and the large ads will be somewhere between probably 25 and 50, somewhere in there. We can build in a link into those ads to where if somebody clicks on that, it'll go to your Facebook page, it'll go to your website. Pretty much anything internet-based, if you say send it here, we can build a link into that where when they click, it goes to where you want to go. And all of the revenue that comes from that will go towards paying for the website and paying for the other things that we do with the group. We don't take a penny for ourselves. We've never been paid for anything that we do here. We don't intend to or anticipate ever being paid for any of that. It would, I'm gonna be honest with you folks, it would be nice if we didn't have to come quite as far out of pocket some of these times. Our hobby's getting expensive. Not to try and guilt anybody into anything, Yeah, we'll be at the Smoke on the Water Festival this year, which is whichever day they have that paper in front of it. May 14th, I just remembered.
Eighth voice.
He can't see, but he can remember. We will have a Shoals Second Amendment table set up there. We'll have the t-shirts there. We'll be out talking to people, just basically trying to get people involved, get people to understand what their rights are. You'd be amazed at how many people ask questions that I'm sure most of the people in the room here, because I've seen most of you here month after month, know the answers to like the back of your hand. I have people on a almost daily basis that will ask me out in public, is it legal to just carry a gun around like that? Do you have to have a different kind of permit to open carry like that? And it's kind of hard the way the laws are in Alabama to explain to them without sitting down and giving a full class that you don't even have to have a permit to open carry until you get in your car. I hope that at some point we get that changed. And I hope that at some point the Sheriff's Association decides that they can just write a few extra speeding tickets and do away with that permit money, or that we'll start to understand that most of us will probably still buy a permit anyway, just for when we travel.
Well, according to what the ATF said, I'm gonna give it away.
Yeah, and that's, I'm glad you brought that up.
I was at the gun show last
Go ahead.
last month in Decatur,
Yeah.
and got the ATF was sitting up there. I got to talk to them about this, using your pistol permit for your background check. And this guy was supposedly the regional guy out of Birmingham with the ATF. And he said their official stance was going to be to tell gun stores that if they do that, they're assuming moral liability, that they would suggest that you actually not do it. And then I probably ticked off the ATF because I said, well, that's funny that came out the same week that they was trying to do away to pass the permitless carry in Montgomery. And the next thing you know, when the smoke settled, oh look, the ATF said we could use this for your background check. So if that's what the government, y'all got together and work that out to get that off the table, and then y'all gonna turn around and tell people not to use it, that's sort of like being dishonest. Well, needless to say, he didn't have a whole lot to say to me after that. I don't know. I mean, if that's the case, then it's definitely some shenanigans.
Truth be told, we got bored at the gun show and started taking turns harassing the ATF.
Only after I talked to him did y'all go harass him.
This is true. He got him over that. I decided to go over and talk to him a little bit about being able to carry a firearm on school property.
Now, he carried the book with you.
I carried the book with me. Most of you know the book I'm talking about. It's got all the gun laws, federal and state, both printed out in it, highlighted, tabbed. It's more like that. Yeah.
You got the big one, I got the small one.
I printed all this out myself. Anyway, I took the book with me, but I did not tell them about the presence of the book. I just started asking questions. And the first ATF agent said, oh no, you can't do that. It's gun-free zone. Well, what about this exception right here, where it gives the same exception as far as carrying a firearm to a person licensed by the state, which is your concealed carry permit, to carry a firearm. He starts going into the subsection. No, it says right here, it's got to be unloaded. Well, we're all in the same section here. So if you want to take each one individually, you've got to apply, you either have to apply the whole section as one, or you can't just pick and choose 2 or 3 out of it that you like. It's all in one section. So by the time I had left, I had one ATF agent that really, really hated me and one that agreed with me. The ATF can be funny.
I haven't looked at that lately, but at one point, it did say that you could carry on school grounds as long as you had no intent to do harm.
It still says that. It has the same, the exception is almost the same word for word in the state and the federal law both. Now, there is also a Safe School Act, but it applies to students and faculty. It does not apply to just your average, everyday person.
Because to unload it, if you don't have a permit, you're supposed to have it, which is the way you're supposed to transport any of them again. You know. Right. So he was trying to use one law to throw out another.
The problem was, if he had applied that to all of us, he had to apply it equally to law enforcement. And if you call the police, do you really want to see him out in the parking lot locking his gun away and unloading it in the car? No, I want him to come in with his gun. I wouldn't have called him if I didn't need him in his gun. I have to call him. If I have to call him, he could probably just go and hit the right in the corner and come down there. One can draw the line, the other one
Use chalk, scares people.
only if it says Trump. That's a whole different subject, but it's scary. Scary that college students are that easily offended that they need counselors because somebody wrote Trump 2016 off the sidewalk in chalk.
In a college.
Really?
Did I miscover anything? Actually, yeah, probably might make it. Be quiet. Now, this is separate from a Shoals Second Amendment charity. You know, whenever we have an officer injured in the line of duty, we always try and do a charity, try and raise a little bit of money for them. This is Deputy Dee Peters. She's a corrections deputy here at Lauderdale County. She was badly injured in a car wreck. It was not in the line of duty, which is why we have not done a Shoals Second Amendment charity. But Charles Woods, one of the Lauderdale County deputies, and another deputy who I cannot think of the name of right now, are doing a raffle. This is for Corrections Deputy Dee Peters' benefit. The drawing will be held April 1st of 2016, which is here in a couple of days. What you'll win. You know, it says what you will win. I bought the tickets. That means I should win. It didn't say I might, it said I will. One AR-15 style Colt AR-22 tactical rimfire. This is a full metal construction AR style rifle. You know, it's basically a training rifle, like a higher end version of the little Mossberg 715. Yeah. Something around there. These tickets are one ticket for $5, 3 tickets for $10, or you can get a book of 10 for $35. And you just fill out your name and your phone number on there, and we'll put them back in the bag. And I've got to take these back to Carl probably after the meeting. After the cost of the rifle, 100% of the money is going to benefit Deputy Dee Peters. And I have plenty of those tickets up here. If anybody would like to get those, you can get them from me here in a few minutes when we get done with the meeting. Again, this is not a Shoals Second Amendment charity per se, but it is a good cause, which is why we agreed to help with selling some of the tickets. Try and benefit them if we could. Her brother had intended to be here tonight. He's been otherwise occupied, so he did not make it. I'm sure he would have made a much more eloquent speech than I did. You just have to take what you get. Yes, ma'am.
She did have a friend and person that was in the car with her at the time of the wreck, and that person has since passed, but it has been a long struggle for Daisy to get to where she's at now. I work with her sister-in-law.
From what he told me, I think it was her sister or her sister-in-law that had been taking off work to be up there with her. Most of the deputies have donated some of their sick time, some of their leave time from work, so her sister could be up there with her. Pretty much they ran out of leave time to donate. So if we can help them out, that'd be great. Anything else? Thank you all for coming out. Our next meeting will be over in Lauderdale County at Trojan County. It will be over in Colbert County at the Trojan House over on Avalon. It'll be the last Tuesday of next month.
The 26th.
We decided to make our meetings fairly standard. We're going to do the last Tuesday of every month. We'll be here and at Trojan House. So next month we'll be at Trojan House. The month after we'll come back here and we'll keep switching back and forth until something changes. Both places have great food. Both places have been real good to us as far as letting us use their facilities.
They got great attitudes.
They do. They have good attitudes. They have good waitresses. So please
Tip,
remember,
tip,
ladies,
tip.
waitress are good.
Tip,
That,
tip the waitress, I don't tip mine, well.
I did mine. Does everybody that wants a raffle ticket have one of the red tickets? We're gonna draw the blue tickets first. What's that? I'll give you the ticket. I'll put that in there.
I was gonna wipe it the look off. He needs one for me too.
Do you need a?
He don't get
Hold on. Hey,
I'm just shaking.
The baby, the baby.
does everybody have a blue ticket? They're the free ones for you to win something for nothing.
Thank you.
Miss out on this.
Mom's got mine.
On the blue tickets, we're gonna give away this stuff on the front row right here. We've got a couple of bullet-shaped flashlights from Carlos at Double O Welding. We've got a bore snake, which I'm fairly certain came from Dan Fox over here at Shot Glass Guns. He's behind the old place over here. Rubber burn fire grip that came from over at Mom Daddy. One of these high quality luxury patent pending sole proprietorship intellectual property license plates. It's one of a kind because it's the only one I'm holding.
You gonna give me the ticket?
I'm scared of the baby.
All right, 0880 is the last four numbers. 0880.
What you want, Dan?
What do you want?
What do you want?
What I want?
Yeah.
You missed that business card.
You know what you can do with the other hand, so what you want.
You treat the special winner as a stack of business cards.
What?
Let him pick one. Be careful, he'll take you home.
Hey, they'll return her.
No, it timed me.
Ran out.
You gonna pedal a ticket?
Trust my house is no chance.
Here comes Lena back.
We out around. 0907. All right. Where do I find out? 0907. 0907.
Don't drop her. Her mom will be upset. She fell before.
You never gonna live that one down.
If you'll tell me
I
what
think
you
it's
want me to
one
do, I'll
Megan's
hand
friends.
it to you.
I think she thinks so.
That's part of the wrap. We got, part of the wrap, we got these.
Baby.
Phone grill, board snake, or pistol.
That way when you shoot at that target. Oh, 0901.
Woohoo!
Huh?
Did you win that?
Yeah, one of us. Just donate it back.
Okay.
How much
We'll
do
donate it back.
How much do they here? Bring
We
it
wanted this one, for the record.
in. You get off the video? I'm gonna give both of them away to somebody else so you quit arguing. 0890. 0890.
Trouble.
Trouble. What do you want, trouble? Don't get it with one.
It's a grip of plate.
0909. Oh,
Take it real lady.
Okay, well, 0909.
Going once.
Going twice.
Gone.
0909. Here. And give stuff away.
Trying to get it right.
0899. 0899.
Okay.
I want to sit by bed too.
0911.
I want to sit by baby.
911.
Is that the ticket you said it didn't matter if you got one or not?
Give me that. Do that, man.
911.
Feed it through like a shoelace in a pool.
0886.
That's me.
So guess what you get? You get something, we'll put it on that glove.
You get the boy?
Okay, we're gonna switch to the red ticket. Red ticket, if you want red ticket.
Red ticket.
Ah!
Oh, I'm
I'm taking my chocolate cake home.
Okay. We're gonna be giving away 4 things with the red ticket. Okay? First time we draw is gonna be, here we go. Okay, first drawing, we're gonna do a picture. If anybody else wants to sit on the red ticket, speak now, or whoever holds the ticket.
That's my $100. Don't throw it down there. Whoever he did what? 6096. 6096. Dan Fox.
Take this back there, Dan. We got 2 kids.
What advertising? That advertising.
First 3 ones.
You are not ready.
Middle center target, double OL.
6104. All right.
Hang it over there and left.
He's gonna fight my arms.
That wonderful double O shooting stand?
I want to sit my midget.
We're giving away a metal spinner target that is now from Kyle Quality Kyle.
All the way up double O. 6095.
Being held up by Jan Hill Woodwork.
6095. Somebody give it to me.
What you doing? I drew out. I drew out to a near.
We're gonna give away a t-shirt, whatever size, whether without pockets, whatever you want.
I'll pay $10 to get in.
That's sick.
Daddy and Carlos, so on.
Let's get some more. We'll see what it looks like. 6098. 6098. Here, take it.
Go draw. Go draw when you were asleep. No.
6101. Oh, dad's good.
I need
Well, I guess I can. It's not that they ain't gonna sell many of my size.
That is true.
Well, I figured we ordered 5. I figured I'd wind up with 5. I bought 3 tonight and one, so I'm only gonna get one.
This one's for the money, we'll be giving out $80.
But I keep hoping that we'll get one more big boy in here. No seagull. 6103.
Do you know who is it?
Word.
6103.
Where's Miss Lucky Pants?
We got a softball set. Well, we're gonna wrestle for them.
Everybody, thank you for coming out and joining.